The purpose of this section is to aid in the move from the memory-based phase of gathering information from relatives to utilizing documents found through the computer-aided research. The memory-based information contains critical clues that allow the computer-aided research to proceed, but also contain errors which can become compounded. Documents, as with oral history, contain two parts: the fixed information that was written down and the interpretation of the person who found it. Using multiple documents about a person increases the detail about that person and at the same time reduces the impact of the interpretations. Having those multiple documents is the key to understanding our relatives and also finding additional family members. But document availability varies tremendously by time and location. As a general rule of thumb, documents since about 1950 are hard to obtain because of privacy law issues. Documents prior to about 1840 are also generally difficult to obtain because fewer types of documents were recorded, less detail was included in those records, and often the same names were used by many different people in the same given region and time frame. The lack of clarifying records makes work in that time frame much more difficult. To begin finding the key documents for the records rich zone, go into Family Tree and bring up a fan chart with you as a base. See where the gaps lie, both in missing persons and the incomplete birth and death dates of the persons that are present. Choose someone for whom at least some information is available and start with that person. Bring up the person page for this individual. Our goal at this point is to let the computer help us find additional records that refer to this individual. The new records in turn will help us gain additional details about this person and will often identify additional family members. Editing the names, dates, and locations in the vital information area into a standardized format will increase the number and quality of finds made by the computer search. The initial computer search comes up automatically as we open the person page. If the computer can recognize a data problem or a probable duplicate for this individual and family tree, a red square with a white exclamation point will come up in the upper right-hand corner of the page. Clicking on this icon brings up either the opportunity to correct the data problem or start the comparison process with a target of merging the two person pages into a single individual. The second element of the automatic search from the person page brings up a blue document icon in the same location. This indicates that there is a record hint which has not yet been attached to this person, but for whom there is a great likelihood that it belongs to this person. Clicking on the icon permits us to view and compare the record to the details of this person in Family Tree and attach the record as a source. The first non-automatic search is activated by finding the Search Records section on the right-hand side of the person page and clicking on Family Search. This activates a modifiable search for all indexed records in the Family Search Records collection. Probable matches can be viewed and compared with the person page data when we judge them to be a match, attach the record to the individual and family tree. At the same time, we add the additional details of the persons from the record to their person page as well. The second non-automatic search is activated by, again, going to the search records section on the right-hand side of the page and clicking on Ancestry or one of the other partner sites. You must have an active subscription to the given site, but when you do this, it allows the computer of the partner site to search for documents matching or in close approximation to the data from the person page vital information. Again, these can be compared and as appropriate attached to the individual and family tree. It is important to understand that in multiple records, there are going to be variations in the name and small variations in the birth year. Use the residence location down to the county level and the presence of known family members in both the new record and what appears in the person page family members to compensate for these variations. There are going to be some surprises and greater understanding as these records are found and details adjusted.